Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you are tuning in from, wherever you are tuning in from, whether it be on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Gonna go say hello so you know I am live. Welcome, Lawrence. How are you? I love that name. That was my grandfather's name. As you come on here, do me a favor, tell me where you're tuning in from in the comments section. Those of you who don't know who I am Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. I'm an intuitive healer and a holistic wellness coach. I use herbs, raw living foods, and your Akashic records to heal you. And I just got done being interviewed by a lovely lady, Dorit of Unchained TV. Unchained TV is a vegan network, and I am super happy about that. Can you hear me? Go ahead and let me know. Okay, let's go back and make sure. Okay, good. So I just got done being interviewed by Dorit. I'm going to actually let the sunlight in. And Dorit is a very beautiful soul. She is raw vegan and has been for years. She lives in LA. She has a TV show on Unchained TV. So gratitude to you, Dorit, for interviewing me today for your show. I love that. And what I wanted to come on here and talk about with all of you today are two things. So let me get through the little announcements first. Those of you who don't know who I am, again, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox, intuitive healer, holistic wellness coach. I use raw living foods, herbs, herbal tinctures, things of that nature, and your Akashic records to heal you. What are the Akashic records? They are the records and the key to our past lives, and they aid us along our journey on healing our childhood wounding and our past relationship wounding, our wounding we have with foods. You know, Dorit and I talked about how I became a vegan 24 years ago, and it was because as a model, I developed an eating disorder, and that eating disorder led me to a strong desire to find out the answers to how to eat in abundance and to quiet my mind so I was no longer reading labels, etc. And the answer was actually to not eat food with a label. Go figure, right? So I want to talk about something today, the lesson of the turtle. And I've got to explain to you why I want to talk about turtles. I'm going to first share this beautiful oracle card for all of you. This is a Colette Baron Reed oracle card, and it says Treasure Island. And there's a treasure that's on this turtle's back. So if you look closely, there is a treasure that is sitting literally on this turtle's back. Now, turtles have been showing up a lot in my life lately. This card in particular, I'm creating an oracle deck called The Lessons of the Mystic Muse, and it's coming out in about a month. And my friend Elizabeth has been sharing videos of her turtle with me. We named it the other day. I've been seeing turtles on people's shirts, turtles on advertisements on Instagram and Facebook. And then I drew a card for myself This is card number 9. I'm a life path number 9. And it said Treasure Island. And there's a treasure on this turtle's back. And I want to explain to you what that equated to for me. So any of you who resonate with turtles, let me know in the comment section. Turtles move very slowly, but they always win the race. They always reach their destination eventually. And it doesn't matter what obstructs the turtle along the way, because they have a shell, almost like a hermit shell, that they go into, and they hide away from the rest of the world, right? Under rocks, on a mountain, somewhere where they can't be found by society. They hide away from the rest of the world when they're being attacked, and eventually they always reach the top of their destination and their goal. And so this turtle coming through holds a lot of significance and value for me in particular, because I have never given up on my dreams, and I've had a lot, and I mean a lot, of interference, and I never give up. And I want to remind this to all of you today. I want you to keep the turtle as a reminder in the back of your mind, because the turtle really does symbolize reaching Treasure Island, reaching our goals eventually, as long as we take the time to cross all the T's and dot our I's and do things of the highest integrity. So turtle spirit, definitely going to have to introduce a turtle into the oracle deck, I can tell. By the way, if you want to be notified of when the oracle deck's coming out, just sign up for my free newsletter at andreacox.com. There's over 52,000 people on there. So this leads me to what else I want to say. And this is a particular message if you are a light worker, a healer, a doctor, a holistic wellness practitioner, a nutritionist, an herbalist, dog rescuer, it doesn't matter, right? Even if you work in corporate and you're just, going to your 9, you're not just, but you're going to your 9 to 5 every day. Tithing is part of the turtle's journey. What is tithing? We all know when we go to church and we tithe, we give to the church, right? Tithing can also be giving of our services for free. Doesn't mean you have to do it all the time. But if you ever notice how you feel when you give to the homeless, or maybe, I don't recommend picking up hitchhikers, but if you give someone a ride somewhere, or you help someone in a time of need, that's tithing. So when we tithe, when we give of ourself and our services, say we really know that someone is in need of our help, and so we decide to give to that person, even though we know we're not going to get paid for it. We know that we're going to be helping this person ascend along their journey. That is tithing. And I've got to be honest with you guys, there was a period in my life where I was so egocentric that anyone who could not pay, my worth and value, I would deny services to. And it's only been, I would say, in the past year that I changed my tune. And recently it really sank in. The lesson really hit me. And it was just coming across this homeless couple that take care of these 2 dogs that live around a Trader Joe's I go to. And the fact that I helped them made me feel so good for a period of like a weekend. And it was the second incident since I moved to my new location where I came across someone who was in need and I helped, not expecting anything in return. It's really helped me to open up my above perspective and way of thinking of gratitude to help people that I know need my services, that maybe can't pay or can't pay all the way. Maybe they'll make a donation, who knows? And please don't everybody like email me, yeah, I'm going to come to, I need free services. But when we know someone is in need, for example, say someone has a degenerative disease such as cancer, and we know they need our help, we know they need our advice, we know they need our guidance, even if it's just a hop on a phone call with them for 30 minutes and say, you know, I would look into Gerson Institute, or I would look into Optimal Health Institute, or I would go to True North Health Center and do a water fast. There is something about giving advice from a place of not expecting in return that is very beneficial for not only you, but the other person. Whether it be a past life soul contract where you were supposed to come into contact with that person in this life and help them along their journey, or something else, I highly recommend that. Can you guys hear me clearly? Go ahead and let me know. Someone let me know, can you hear me? Brian Back says, what about selling Mercedes? Because he sells Mercedes, I believe, in Ohio, where I'm from. Brian and I went to school together. This is on Facebook. Well, Brian, maybe, you know, you've improved your diet a lot. Maybe someone will come into the Mercedes dealership and they're having some health problems, and maybe you'll have some advice to give to them. Maybe you'll pull some strings for someone so they can have the car of their dreams, something of that nature. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome, Patrick. Welcome, Mish. So, you know, I'm not saying that all the hard work and effort you've put into your career or building your brand in your business, you have to constantly give to people for free. What I'm saying is, when we open the heart to a place of gratitude, money flows. I cannot tell you how many times I have had someone reach out to me 15, 20, 25 times saying they want my services, knowing they have the money, and they've literally stopped the flow of money in their own life because they're holding off. And then I can't tell you how many times I've helped someone that I knew did not have the money for my services, and someone else came in and paid for services literally the same day I was helping someone else for free. Yesterday, 2 days ago, it's today, Wednesday, Monday, I received a text message from a gentleman that said, I have cancer. And I said, do you have time to jump on a call? He didn't. I started sending him resources, and he said, thank you. I've gotten all the information I need. I'm so grateful. That fueled my heart for the rest of the day. So when we can truly give of ourselves without expecting in return, even though, yes, money, look, things cost money, okay? This isn't free to live here. We have gas, we have groceries, I have dogs that eat better than I do. You know, my nephew's graduating with honors. I wanted to get him some special things recently. Things cost money. We understand this, but when we can give from the heart space of not being in the place of greed, we've arrived. And I've had a lot of people teach me this along the way, because this has been one of my life lessons. And I want to tell you something else. And I'm putting this out there. If you are a person who takes, and doesn't give, there is hope for you. You can change. You can ascend to a higher vibration that allows you to give from a loving place without expecting anything in return. If you're a person that feels like you deserve and, you know, the world owes you, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go somewhere else, because I'm not your girl to listen to. But the people who follow me on my platforms, they believe in manifestation. Take it from a manifesting generator right here. They believe in the power of cultivating abundance, right? There are people I have had on my podcast that are extremely well known. Doug Evans, Dan McDonald, Evan Carmichael, John Sally, the NBA player. And then there are people on my podcast that not a lot of people know about that I know deserve to have their name dropped because they have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the know-how to do something, achieve better health, achieve better youth vibrancy, whatever. So I want you to constantly remember as you go through the day, especially if you are hurting financially. There is a place in the Bible, I want to say it's in Corinthians. I'm not sure. So anyone who is Christian and you follow me, please correct me in the comments. I welcome it. There is a place in the Bible where it talks about a curse of lack or a curse of financial instability. And it stems from a serpent energy of not giving, of not coming from gratitude, of not giving of yourself. I haven't always been a giving person. There have been times in my life where I've taken more than I've given. And to come to a place of knowing that things that are happening just in the past week alone are because I'm raising my frequency to be less on my, oh, I deserve this and that, and more of a place of gratitude are just beautiful. Being interviewed by Dorit of Unchained TV this morning, having an opportunity to go to New York for another show, and having the opportunity to work with some really amazing people. These are all a repercussion, a divine interference of me expanding into a more giving place and coming from gratitude instead of feeling like the world owes me something, because that's not how it is. I'm going to check out a few of your comments really quick. Welcome on Facebook. These comments are beautiful. Okay, so Stephanie, my friend, I love you so much. This girl is such a beautiful Scorpio from San Diego, California. Stephanie, she said, I was on IG, pooped over here. A few days ago, I gave a protein bar from my car to a homeless man, only food I had on me. And I thought about the cost of the bar I had given away. Literally the next rise, I think she means the next day, I found a $5 bill in an empty parking lot on my way into workout. The universe will always give back. Amen. Amen. So when I helped the homeless couple, the last time I have seen them, it's been about 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to lie, I helped them because they had 2 dogs and I'm a huge animal lover. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I helped. I'm not saying this to get attention. What I'm saying is I helped them. That same day, a client of mine, Nathan, sent me the same amount I had given to them, like $50. And it was just like a thank you. And it was almost like divine showing me, okay, give and you receive, give and you receive, give and you receive. And the same thing is true when we hold on to our money too tightly, when we don't pay when we know we need to pay something or what have you. I had an experience before I moved here that was very negative in Las Vegas, where a couple owed me money. They ended up not paying. I found out after I moved here that their house flooded. I'm just saying, karma is a very real thing. I'm just saying, we have to understand the divine flow. Stephanie, I'm not sure. Are you saying that the Instagram sound is bad? I hope it's not. I've been working on that to get it to come back. So, what I'm trying to say to all of you is if you are in a period of your life where you feel like the goal is never going to come, the turtle, you're in the water, you're like, I'm in the middle of the ocean. How am I going to get to the shore? Where are the gifts from the universe? Where is God? Where is my calling? I'm going through a spiritual awakening. I'm struggling. Give from a place of expansion in your heart, of not expecting to receive in return, and watch the magic happen literally. Literally. You will not believe what happens when you give from a place of gratitude. I was in a relationship a few years ago, and my partner taught me that he would give the shirt off his back to anyone, to almost to his detriment. And before that relationship, I had been in a series of relationships where I was taken from, creatively, energetically, vibrationally, whatever. And so learning that valuable lesson was so powerful for me. And it still took a while to sink in. I still was like, I don't know, I deserve this, I deserve that. Want. Ego, 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 ego. Watch what happens when we drop the ego. We don't expect everything to fall on our lap. We give from a place of expansion, not expecting to receive anything in return. There's a name for that. I don't know what it is. And we put in the hard work and effort to achieve the goals we want to achieve. Watch the shift happen, because it will. It will. And that's all I want to say to each and every one of you today. Links, I'm going to post the links to my services in the comment section below. And if you do have a degenerative disease, like something you are really suffering from, or you're suffering from, entity attachment to a karmic relationship, any type of, like I said, degenerative disease, and you aren't in a place of, where you can shell out money for my services, reach out to me in a message. Tell me your story. I want to hear it. I won't get to you right away, but I'll eventually get to you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Couple quick plugs, just let's connect all over the board. On TikTok, it is Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. On Facebook, it is the same, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. On Instagram, it is Raw Chef Andrea. I don't know who told me to use that years ago, but I'm just keeping it. Raw Chef Andrea, I think it says Andrea Cox, the Detox Intuitive. On YouTube, it is Andrea Cox TV for holistic wellness, and the Detox Intuitive for spirituality and guidance. The deck, the book, Eat Right for Your Zodiac, you can get it in Barnes & Noble online, Target stores online. You can also get it on Amazon. Check out the reviews there, grateful. And on AndreaCox.com. We will be migrating my website this weekend to a new web host. So please be patient with us if it goes down at all. And the new deck, The Lessons of the Mystic Muse, is going to print in 1 month. It is a 72 oracle deck with a book, and it's got animal spirit guides, our Akashic records, herbalism, health, wellness, all in one deck. I probably won't create anything for 10 years after that, knock on wood, but I just want to say I probably won't. Where's wood? There's some wood on here. I probably won't create anything because this is it's a lot of effort to write 72 chapters to an oracle deck. It's a lot of effort, and I'm living like an unsocial butterfly that has cocooned. I'm okay with it though. That's a beautiful space to do so in. So remember the lessons of the turtle. Slowness wins the race. Don't give up on your dreams, and give from a place of gratitude, not a place of Greed. Not thinking, okay, everybody owes me. Not thinking that your credentials are any better than anyone else's, or that the color of your skin makes you special, or that you're pretty, so things need to be handed to you. Put in the hard work and effort. Watch the rewards you reap. And some of us do get things handed to us, and it's probably part of our past lives. Maybe we did great things in a past life, and we deserve things in this life, and we don't have to work as hard. But for most of us, the effort we put in, the energy we put in, is the energy and effort we will get back. So if you are hurting right now financially, if your money has stalled and there's not an outside interference trying to stop it, like happened to me when my site got hacked, if you are really struggling and there's no outside interference, you need to look at why. Why? What have you put out into the world? Change your way of thinking, give from a place of gratitude, and watch things flow. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. I will be sharing Dorit's interview of me, Dorit from Unchained TV, probably tomorrow. And she's going to send me a copy of that. And great things to come, guys. I'm really excited about life. Okay, be well. Bye. Oh, and sign up for my free newsletter, 52,000 people on there at AndreaCox.com, AndreaCox.com. Follow me on social media, Andrea Lee Cox, Leigh Cox on Facebook and TikTok, Raw Chef Andrea on Instagram, Andrea Cox TV on YouTube, and The Detox Intuitive on YouTube. Be well. Grateful for you. Thanks. I am so proud of you guys. Did so good. No barking. Yes, no bark. We like no bark.